Another amazing aspect of the amplification of the Aleph-Tav character symbol is the fact that when we see the Aleph-Tav, that represented between the two letters are another 20 Hebrew letters, each of profound significance. For not only is the gospel message contained in the meaning of all these letters, but the Aleph-Tav symbol further represents what is known as the Aleph-Bet, the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. And from the Aleph-Bet is the actual language used to speak all creation into existence. Consequently, this links the Aleph-Tav to the entire Aleph-Bet as a symbol for not only the divine, but as a symbol of the Yahed, our eternal Elohim. For from the Aleph-Bet derives a sacred language used by the Yahed before the beginning of time, and to not only create our world, but to communicate and rule and maintain order regarding all creation. One amazing confirmation that the Aleph-Tav is a divine symbol at its utmost, representing the eternal and that which cannot be measured, can be found in the Hebrew text, where the Hebrew letters Aleph-Tav are actually reversed in Scripture as Tav-Aleph, pronounced Ta, and used only once in 1 Kings chapter 14, verse 28, which is repeated in 2 Chronicles as just two single Hebrew letters and is translated into English as chamber. Not surprising, there are other ways to spell chamber in Hebrew without the Aleph-Tav, thus making this word Ta very special. But amazingly, if you look at the correlation and compare the characteristics of the Aleph-Tav and the Tav-Aleph, they are similar in the fact that they both represent a picture of holiness. But other than that, they are exact and perfect opposites. Both symbols represent the divine, whereas the Aleph-Tav, at its utmost, represents that which is eternal and without end, and therefore that which cannot be measured. Yet the Tav-Aleph represents the exact opposite of that, which is finite and can be measured, a chamber, what we today would simply call a room, but not just any room, for this room is located on the most sacred piece of property in the entire world, the Temple Mount. But this story doesn't end here. Further confirmation of this is found when the Tav-Aleph is used in conjunction with other Hebrew letters as suffixes and prefixes, such as the Vav for the conjunction and, or the Hebrew letter He for the, translated and the chamber. But where are these Hebrew words used? Amazingly, these words appear only in Ezekiel chapter 40, a total of 11 times in the prophecy concerning the third temple yet to be built on the Temple Mount, to describe the exact measurements of all the chambers. This is so amazing that even when the Aleph-Tav is reversed, that the prophets used these two letters to proclaim the sacredness contained in the meaning of the Aleph and the Tav. In closing, I would like to speak about the subject concerning the Aleph-Tav that is apparently a bit of a mystery, and that is on the subject of the pronoun you. There are actually many Hebrew words translated as simply the pronoun you, and yet what they all have in common is the fact that they contain the Aleph-Tav. And if you get the feeling that originally Moses and the prophets just may have been trying to say or describe a little something more other than saying the pronoun you, join the club. And there are many other Hebrew words that contain the Aleph-Tav that are translated as the pronoun you in conjunction with a verb. The language of Hebrew is so unique and so amazing, and the Aleph-Tav actually substantiates the validity that the entire Aleph-Bet is truly divine. I'm Bill Sanford, trying to put the Aleph-Tav in proper perspective in our day. Shalom.